What's up, fish fam? Today I'm going to show you I did an upgrade. Well, not an upgrade, but a rescape on the 75 gallon. News and updates of what happened and everything of that sort. So, further ado, as you can see, I've had to build a stand for it to get the fluval, was it 407 canister filter under there. Turn the light on. The light don't make difference. And it took me, I would have recorded all this, filmed it, but I figured, y'all probably seen enough videos of people building, aquarium stands and everything like that. So I don't know, I just figured, just build. It took me like 2 days to build it, even though it's just a stand for a 75 gallon. It took me 2 days because I had to work, get off of work, continue on, In total, this stand costed me, I know it's dark right now, but in total, the stand costed me to build was like 48 bucks. That's counting the screws, the wood. I used about, well, no, it was more than 48 bucks. It was like 52 or 53 bucks. I forgot to go get an extra 2x4. But I used a total of 9 2x4s, which was, a good amount to use, but I managed to use all of them and only have like a few pieces, like small pieces left over out of 9. So I don't have anything left over to really utilize. So I'm glad about that, so I don't have to store it anywhere. And further ado, here's the tank. Now, I switched out the white sand for it was like a HTH white pool filter sand. This is also a pool filter sand, but it's made by, I got it at Lowe's. It was made by Quikrete or something like that, which is more natural looking sand. I'm not saying it's the naturalist, but it's a more natural looking sand. And I changed out the wood and everything, and I removed some plants. Now I lost 3 geos, and I know why. It's not like when I had the discus, I didn't understand why things were happening. This time, I'm aware of what happened. Now, if you remember, I had some Amazon swords that were in this area right here. I had them planted, and then I had root tabs put in there to help them, grow. I was wondering why, for one, they were still dying off, because they were doing better when I had this sand, well, not in this tank, but this sand, type of sand, when I have it in the 125 behind me, while they were growing and sprouting and doing what they're supposed to do. In this tank, they weren't doing, they were just dying off. So I decided, to wait a while. Then one morning I woke up and one of these guys were gone, and I was like, what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Then I waited a little longer, waited and waited and waited. I don't know why I waited so long. I should have took care of the problem. Excuse me, I gotta wipe the camera. I should have took care of, or at least try to find out what was going on sooner. But at the time, I wasn't aware of what was naturally happening. So about 2 days later, another one flopped. Remember, I had 5. Another one flops. And it was around that area, right, this area where the Amazon swords were. Once again, I'm thinking maybe they're stressed out, maybe they're sick, blah, 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 blah. So I treated the whole tank with the Prilozoid or something like that. I got it, in my other old stand that's behind me. And I treated the whole tank. And I'm thinking like, okay, let's make sure there's nothing internal wrong, because I got these guys from Imperial Tropicals, and I have yet to have any issues with internal parasites, ick, anything from those guys. I'm not getting any free fish by mentioning them or anything, but I'm just saying they're a good source to get fish from. And when you catch them in stock and that's something you want, get them, because they do sell out pretty quick. So anyways, I was wondering what was going on, and I was like, man. So I was like, let me see why these plants are dying. I pulled one up, and the roots were just black. The root tab, black. Pulled another one up. I think I had like 4 total in there, if I'm not mistaken, 4 or 5. But I pulled all of them up at the end of it, and they were all black. The roots were just black. Root tabs, black. I mean, it was just black in this whole area when I pulled the center. Now, I was thinking at first, like, that's weird. That shouldn't be happening. But then I put 2 and 2 together. I was like, this is what's happening. It wasn't enough flow in the tank with that one Ceche tidal filter. It kept the water clear by far. I mean, it's a wonderful filter, but it didn't have enough flow. So when sand and stuff got compacted, it smothered out everything. Things was dying and bacteria was building up, and that's, it was making the water real bad. And when the fish, like these guys are sand sifters, earth eaters, they would, pull some sand in their mouth, spit it out, pull some, and you would see the little divots in the dirt, as they're doing their natural thing. And was like, they got to hope there's some bad air, that bad air, because they all would flop in that spot. So I decided, let me pull that sand out, let me rescape it. And that gave me a chance had to build the stand anyway, but I was going to reuse the white sand and just wash it out and stuff. But me having to redo everything, I decided to go a whole different route. I pulled out that one big piece of Mopani wood, and I put in something different. And this is what it looks like. I know it's a long story, but I want to explain why this is, why I'm only with 2 geos left. Now, I didn't lose any other fish, right? No cories, nothing, but just the geos. So I was wondering, at that moment, I was like, something's going on. And that's what I figured. So I took out the Amazon swords, kept my Anubias, because these are doing great. I pulled off all the bad leaves on some. So as you can see, they look a little skimpy because of that, but new leaves are sprouting relatively quick. And what is it, the Nana Petite? That's what I have left, but it's, everything's growing. Those are surviving, no issue. So I put less in here. It's more wood from the looks of it, but the wood is not as thick. It's not like a big thick piece, so they can swim completely around this. As you can see, the heater I moved this Eheim heater from the 125 over here, and I put the original heater that was at the 125 back over there. That way I can make sure that the water and stuff is staying where I need it and it's doing what it needs to do. So far, these guys have been swimming around happy, right? Maybe a little happier than they were with the way the original setup was. So thing is, it was like a blind thing that you don't know or don't catch until it happens. And I'm pretty sure that happened to plenty of us with that scenario. You wondering why your fish are flopping, then you go back and retrack your steps and find out what's going on. So hopefully these guys do. And I did order 2 more of the same guys, the Geos, Savini or Savini, however you pronounce it. So now I'm gonna see. Now if they flop again, then it's something I'm really doing wrong. I'm hoping they don't, fingers crossed, but I'm just saying. I do have all 3 of my clown plecos in here still. That's it. It was the only ones that passed. So you may wonder, like, well, it can't be that if, if the other fish were, like especially the cories were doing it, sifting through the sand, but they don't sift as deep as these guys were going. They were making little like craters after a while. So I figured let's try that. And plus, when I put this filter on there, the 407 Louisville, can't really see it, but you can see a little bad. It's dark in there. I got this bad boy going without any issues. I mean, a lot of people, from what I read, were having issues with it priming, but not me. But that's it for the video. And we're back. Sorry about that. Phone won't act funny. But as I was saying, this tank is I forgot what I left off. Oh yeah, it's hazy because of the new sand. So I plan on doing a little bit of a water change in a couple of days to try to clear that up. Try to clear it up. Helps me out. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it that's going on with this tank. New scape. You know, same fish. Except for a couple we had passed, but I ordered 2 more. And we're gonna see what happens with that. Yeah. This is a new scape. More swimming room. As I said, they can swim all the way around. Let's see if we can feed them, right? I feed mine flake food, so everybody got their own method of what they feed. Just what I feed mine. And a few pellets will go in there as well for the bottom feeders. So watch them. They're not picky eaters. That's one good thing. See them eat that? Going after it. Yep. Going after it. Not picky at all. Thinking this one's a male, because starting to have a little on his fin. Grew to be that. So we'll see as time goes on. Yep. Closer to him. My thing is, see, look at that one. Even that one eating like a champ. They look better with this substrate, the sand. They look better to me. So I'm gonna keep this for a while. Yep. But that's all the updates on this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you are new here, you know, got more videos to come. And yeah, catch y'all back at the next one.